Kind of overcast Sunday morning here today. We're walking out to the shed, going by. This is a nice looking 4430, and it really is. This has been a difficult year for a lot of people, farmers especially. It's been a challenging year for farmers in lots of the areas of the country. And a little different color tractor here on the farm, so I thought I would stay in here at least a couple minutes anyway. We have had our challenges in the farming arena with the weather, and it's been difficult, but we're going to be able to make a crop. We're going to be able to get the hay up. We were able to, like I say, it was challenging, but we were able to do it. I know a lot of you fellows are in the same boat, fighting the weather, but I think through it all, it'll be hopefully a positive experience. Learn patience, perseverance. Don't ever pray for more patience, because God will give you plenty of opportunities to need patience. But we know in this world there will be trials and tribulations. Jesus said, be of good cheer, because he has overcome the world. Right now, it's not just the farmers that have been having difficulties with the weather. I mean, there's been terrible floods, like the floods down in Texas. People lost their lives. I mean, it's one thing to not be able to get your hay up or your crop in the ground because of the weather, but it's totally another thing to lose a child, a brother, a sister, a parent, husband, wife, or whatever in a flood. That's a whole nother level of grief. And some people will say, well, where was God in this when this was happening? How can a loving God allow that to happen? And I talked about this recently. So we live in a cursed world. God never promised us that this world would be a paradise and that he would have us wrapped in bubble wrap and nothing bad would ever happen to us. He did create it to be a perfect world. The reason it is not is because of the sin and disobedience of the first humans, the first people that inhabited this earth. God created a lovely garden, and the first couple, all they had to do was tend the garden, enjoy each other's company, enjoy the company of their creator when he would come by in the cool of the evening and visit with them. And they only had one rule to keep it going, but they broke that rule. They partook of the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Now, a lot of people say that couldn't have been a real actual tree. That's speaking metaphorically. Well, I don't think so. I think it was an actual fruit. But regardless, you can believe differently on it, but the facts are the same. They disobeyed God, and that disobedience caused God to curse the ground, curse this world. We are living under a curse. And it is because it was brought on by the human race themselves. God told them what the consequences would be for their disobedience, and they disobeyed anyway. But be of good cheer, Christ said. Bad things will happen in the world, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. I said this a couple of weeks ago. He has made it so that we can still have the opportunity to enjoy living in a paradise where nothing bad happens with him. That's simply by accepting Christ's work of salvation on the cross, his death, sacrificing himself for our sins, for all that we've ever done wrong, and accepting and acknowledging that of ourselves we don't deserve to spend eternity with him, and accepting his free gift of salvation through his sacrifice. So God's original plan is also the future plan, to spend eternity in a pain-free, trouble-free, wonderful paradise with those who love him and accept him. So it's a no-brainer. You gotta trust in him and accept him. Trials and tribulations will happen in this world. But Christ said, "Be of good cheer, I have overcome the world." He will create a new earth. This old earth will pass away. He'll create a new earth. And it'll be a paradise, what he originally intended. And there will be no sin, no pain. Don't miss out on that. There's bound to be tractors there. Who would be happy without tractors? It wouldn't be a paradise. So anyway, give it some serious thought. If you feel tug at your heart, if you feel like he's calling you and talking to you, don't harden your heart and turn away from him and say, "Well, I'll do it later." You may not make it out of the room you're in. You may fall down dead before this video is over. You don't know. You can slip in the bathroom and hit your head on the corner of the toilet and be dead. Fall down the steps, have a heart attack, aneurysm, blood clot, anything. You don't know when your time comes, so don't put it off. Anyhow, now that everybody's real happy, I'll just say have a great rest of the day. And if you haven't accepted Christ's sacrifice, God's sacrifice of his only begotten Son for you, what's the matter with you? It's free. Think about it. All right, have a good one. See ya.